All right. So if you've not been living under a rock, Switch 2 just came out the other day. And you know, normal people are all probably playing Mario Kart right now. We're enjoying the patches they put out for Pokemon Violet or Super Mario Odyssey or any of those other games. Or playing maybe like the Wind Waker on the GameCube Classics. But I wanted to be stupid, and instead of doing any of that cool stuff, I wanted to play Ocarina of Time. Uh, Specifically, I want to do one AMQ speedrun. I I don't know why. I just kind of felt like it. I felt like it'd be funny for the bit to just say like, "Oh yeah, I have the fastest time on the Switch 2," because obviously nobody is going to speedrun all main quests on the Switch 2. The fastest time anybody has on the Switch 1 is just over 4 hours, so it's 25 minutes slower than the world record. There's no like actual competition happening, because why would you, right? Because if you're gonna not play on virtual console, just play on like emulator or something. This is not the worst version of the game for sure, but it has some problems that we're gonna definitely have to deal with today. But first off, the controller I have to play with. Usually when I speedrun, I use this GameCube controller. It's like my favorite controller that Nintendo has ever made. It feels perfect for Ocarina of Time. The problem is that the GameCube controller, this is like a legitimate GameCube controller, like a wired one. I'm plugging into my Switch with the adapter that I got with my Wii U. It works. The GameCube controller works fine, but it's registered as a USB controller, which is a problem because you cannot, you can't remap USB controllers. You know where it just doesn't let you. So you're stuck with whatever the default is. And unfortunately for the GameCube controller through the adapter, I can move around. I can kind of do ESS turns. I can roll. I can see up. The problem is I can't target. There's no button on the controller that lets me Z target. It's just not there. So then the other option would be, what if I could change the controls so that I can... I have not been able to figure out how to change the controls for the GameCube controller in-game. So, obviously can't do that. So that kind of leaves... And I don't have the wireless controller yet. But apparently, the wireless GameCube controller that you can get for the Switch 2 doesn't have a button that lets you open the menu to do a soft reset. So the only way to reset the game is to hard quit the app and restart the game, which is like, obviously stupid and super slow. So that's going to leave me with really one option, and it's this guy. I'm going to have to play with the N64 controller, which I don't like because I don't enjoy using this controller. This is the Switch version, the wireless one. It's not broken in whatsoever. It's basically brand new. Yeah, so I've not really played this game at all with the N64 controller, and I'm not excited to do so, but gotta do what you gotta do. So that's really an issue that I have to deal with, but the viewer does not. There's a real issue though that you'll probably notice pretty quick. Watch what happens when I roll, or listen to what happens when I roll. Might be kind of hard to notice because you're not getting the feedback of actually pressing the button. But the audio delay is terrible. It is very bad. And it's pretty jarring. Like, I'm used to, in some areas when I'm speedrunning this game, I can look away and play based on sound for like straightaways and like when I'm rolling and stuff. I'm not going to be able to do that because it is delayed as heck. if I had an input viewer, it might be a little easier to see. I'm gonna roll. It's like the input delay is not bad. Like the input delay feels pretty good actually, but the sound is just way off. Like he's halfway through the jump before he makes the jump sound. It's crazy. We're gonna see how that goes, I suppose. Other than that, this is a fine version. So far, from what I've tested so far, like I'm a glitchless speedrunner, so I don't have to worry about any really glitch tech that might not work. Just really playing the game. And yeah, it plays fine. I don't like playing on the N64 controller, especially one that's not broken in. The stick just feels super tight and it's probably not going to be very fun, but whatever. We'll give it a try. I'm going to try to just no reset it, because I'm really not interested in actually like practicing or getting a good run. If I could pull off a sub 4 run, I would take that. I'm not going to... We're not resetting. Unless it's, like, unplayably bad, but... there's gonna be a lot of scuff in the movement, for sure. And I will probably be listening to music the whole time, so that I don't have to actually hear the game, because hearing the game will probably throw me off a lot. What was that? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that, like... What's awkward with the N64 controller is my natural motion, or my natural like way to handle it is not straight. Like it's at an angle. It just feels impossible to hold the controller straight. So I'm gonna occasionally hold the stick off center when I'm trying to do things. But we'll hopefully get used to it as we play. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. I think guards might actually be the hardest part of this run. I can't side hop in time. It's gonna be very slow. Also, mashing feels very weird because the buttons are just in a different position and they're smaller. But we'll figure it out. Not quite. I will be buying the Hylian shield. We're not gonna try to do... Wow, that was not even close. We're not going to try to do DC with just the Deku shield. It's also probably going to take me a bit to get used to actually using items. But we'll just... Oh my god. If these guys are ever off camera and you aggro them, you're not gonna know until it's too late. Because of the delay. Oh, my thumb has to go so far to pause. This isn't good. Alright, this might take a second. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. I had to use my left hand to pause. We're playing for a sub 4, not a 343, so we have a lot of time to lose to still do it. Okay. So the things I'm the most worried about are probably the gainer and water, which should, I mean, that should be fine. I could probably do the backup strat without much of an issue. I don't think... I mean, fire's going to be awkward, probably. I am probably going to just grab a fairy, to be honest, from the room with the Runia in it in Fire Temple, because there's, like, a pretty high chance that I'm gonna die to the heat timer just from, like, bad movement. Like, it's... I wouldn't be surprised if I mess up the camera manip in the big room. With the... I don't know, there's notches on the controller. I could probably find the right notch for it. Probably shouldn't be too bad. But hookshotting up to push the block might also be a bit scuffed. I might still grab the fairy just for safety. There's not a huge downside to doing so. It's obviously slow, but we're not playing for PB here. It's a casual speed run. So I will buy the Hylian shield on my first trip to market, so that I can equip it in DC, so I don't lose my Deku shield. Because I'm not worried about the second flame skip. I'm worried about the first one. I could just. The thing is, I don't know. I'm actually probably more likely to lose my shield in the back of DC, so I should definitely get the Hylian shield. I'll just do baby strides. It's not really that much slower. We'll still do the Goron Tunic skip. That should be fine. I should be able to do one ESS turn to set up the strat and backwalk straight. That shouldn't be an issue. We'll figure out if that's an issue before we get there, for sure. Other than that, I don't think there's too much crazy stuff. We've lost like a minute to Summer Best in the first two splits, but that's fine. We're going to be warming up as we go as well. I wasn't going to sit here and... There's no GZ for Switch 2 for me to go practice stuff on with this setup, so we're just gonna kind of wing it. But yeah, I think Jabu should be fine. I'm probably gonna have to use the box instead of doing the box skip because I use an audio cue and not a visual cue for that, and that's just not happening. I could maybe try to get the timing, but the risk is... Wow, that was bad. The risk is that if you go for the box skip, you kind of have to commit to it. Like, you're skipping the box. You can't go get it after you decide to do the box skip. So I might just grab the box. It's not that bad. We're doing... It's like a marathon safe run we're going to go for here. We're going to avoid anything that's incredibly risky that could, like, lose us a ton of time. Because we're just trying to finish a run. I could be playing Mario Kart right now. I could be testing out... There's like other new games that came out. I could be doing real speedruns on the Wii. But I've had this idea in my head. It's just been like stuck in my head. What if all for like one joke, so I can tell my friends, hey, I have the fastest all main quest time on the Switch 2. And I just won't have to tell them that it's the only time on the Switch 2. I need to remember to get the rupees to buy the shield. It's been a very long time since I did baby strats. It's a notched controller, so this should be easy enough. That's the biggest thing, is like as long as you have notches, you can do basically everything you need. ESS turns are going to be a little slow, but thankfully this category does not heavily rely on them. It's only useful for a couple of setups. And I'm not on like a timer with any of them. Except for the Goron Tunic skip, but it's a big timer, so... Okay. Alright, if we can get through guards first try, it's a win. It'd be huge. We're not going to try to YOLO this. We're just going to wait. Okay, that went better than I expected. I really wanted to do this on Thursday. And then I got called back into work right before I was about to do it. So, it would have been, I think the funniest moment to do this would have been release date. And now it's just kind of stupid. Alright, this should all be pretty normal. Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna... Probably do the baby stride here too. Nah, I don't think I need to. Yeah, that's not difficult. Also, my thumb's already starting to hurt. I'm gonna have a friggin' blister by the time this is over. It's gonna be the easiest Dodongo's Cavern I've done in months. Okay, so I don't have to equip the Highland Shield until before the Armos room. Oh my god, the no lag there looks so weird. It's so fast. Okay, I don't have to get rupees here because I already have the shield. In fact, I need to remember to equip it right now. Alright, we're gonna do slow flame skips too. I don't remember how many side hops you do. Oh, why? That's not good. It's an annoyance more than anything. I have no idea how to fight these guys if it gets screwed up like that. Nice. Wow. Alright, fine movements on the stick, it'll be a little tricky. Alright, whatever. See how far behind PB are we? 2.5 minutes. It happened because I usually don't... I usually don't have the stick out after the first flame skip because I'm using my sword to jump slash. So if I accidentally jump slash there, it's just my sword hitting the wall. So I usually, if it happens, I'm just like, eh, whatever. But yeah, I need to not let that happen when I have the stick out. Not a good time. But we're done with DC. Okay, we should be fine. I don't have money. Okay, I don't have to get rupees here because I already have the shield. I needed money. Oh god. I forgot. I bought the shield. Alright, welcome to my Let's Play of Ocarina of Time. Today we're going to be farming rupees. This is the fastest way to farm rupees in Zora's domain. In case any of you were looking for some tips and tricks. Should I do one reset? It's been so long since I did the Highland Shield route that I totally forgot about the fact that I still need to pick up 20 rupees in DC to do this. I can still bring it back. I just have to gold every split. Alright. See if I can get this timing. Oh god, I use an audio cue for this. My angle is not even remotely straight. Okay. Happy Pride Month, everyone. All right, well, I have a bomb problem now. That was the thing where my natural, like, I want to hold the controller like this because it just feels better that way than holding it completely straight. But then, like, my brain doesn't adjust to the angle of the controller, so when I go to hold an angle, I hold, like, down right instead of straight down. I'll be fine on bombs, though. I'll just have to grab... I'm probably going to grab the fairy in Fire Temple anyway from the boss key room, so I'll just grab extra bombs while I'm there. It's fine. Can I hit the big octo trick? I don't really think I use an audio cue for it, but we're gonna find out. Sometimes I do without really realizing it. You don't realize how much you rely on the game audio until it feels like it's a half-second delayed. I don't know exactly how much the delay is, but it feels like a lot. You can tell just from that, like, I thought I didn't backflip, and then the sound came out, and I was surprised by it. I guess it's better than it being a half second of input delay. If I have to, I'd take audio delay over input delay any day. I know I said I wasn't gonna do box skip, but I'm gonna do box skip. I'm gonna do it first try. Watch this. Fucking audio cue. Do it by vibes. I'm that good. One press of the A button. Who needs the mash? Oh god. Oh god. Beautiful. I think that might have been that might have been faster than my PB. Yeah, by 5 seconds. That's funny. Resetting feels kind of nice, actually. Without having to reach over and press a reset button. It'd be like a 107. Alright. Like 40th place. Not bad. No, a little bit higher than 107. Oh, come on. I missed the split. I was not on my live split. That's fine. There's a strong part of me that wants to reset and try this again, but there's no point. The speedrunner in me is not happy about a 110 Master Sword. Alright, this is where it'll start to get a little tricky. There's a couple of things coming up that need a little bit of precision. I'm not looking forward to Ice Cavern. I think in Fire, I'm gonna grab a fairy because it's likely that I'm gonna screw something up in a room with a heat timer at some point. Even if it's just the boss, like... Am I gonna have... I should have time. I'll just make sure I go in with full health. I should have time to get a fairy. And I need the bombs too, so that's probably good. Gotta roll the punches here. It's okay, if we just match golds for the entire remainder of the run, we can get a good time. It's really that simple. Just the next 2.5 hours have to be the best I've ever done it. And we can get 344. And then we would have the sickest Switch 2 world record in the history of AMQ. Like the weakest looking fire, dude. I feel like a lot of the... Yeah, basically any particle effect is very dull in this version. Like the blue orbs, the fire... Anything that... There's like a lot of really darker textures, effects, whatever. You know what I should have done? I should have done this drunk. That would have been a lot more fun. Just grab myself some vodka or something. This is gonna be interesting. So we're the... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That could have been worse. It's just weird as heck. I'm gonna... Wow, I can't see anything. They turned the fog up to 1,000 there. Okay. I don't hear the Tektite. Not gonna challenge this guy. Okay, I have to count the side hops visually and not with my ears. Because I'll end up doing 8 instead of 7 if I do it based on sound. Alrighty, can we do it first try? That'd be pretty cool. That's a bit close. Yep. I almost did it. Yeah, my bomb count is in complete shambles. Oh god, the aim. Get to the song, please. I can die after, it's okay. Jesus. Aiming the hookshot is a lot more sensitive than I'm used to. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to remember that. I mean, I don't think there's a world where I'm fast enough to get out of here without dying. Well, we'll try, I guess, but... I think I only have like 6 seconds. It's probably faster to just void. If I don't think I'm gonna make it, because I'm not gonna make it, there's no way. I just void and then go through the top. Save myself the trouble. I tried. Okay, this should be interesting. I'm trying to use the sound cues still, like it just doesn't work. Anything that involves timing side hops is just abysmal. Alright, I mean that could have been worse. It can always be worse. Alright, so for Fire Temple, we're gonna grab a fairy, because I need extra bombs anyway, because I wasted so many in Jabu. I wasted an extra one on River, and I think 2 or 3 extras in Jabu because of the friggin' uvula thing at the entrance. So I'm gonna grab the fairy anyway, so just getting the 10 bombs there is good too. What Ocarina's in the sea, right? That I can't explain what just happened, but like that was the hardest song ever. The delay on the notes was just like totally screwing with my head. That was terrible. That was so bad. Oh my god, there's no lag. I mean, I probably should have just gotten the Goron Tunic, to be honest. With how scuffed the skip was in the first place, but that's fine. Alright, can I hit the notch right for this? Okay, that was fine, actually. Yeah, I only got one of the bomb drops, but that's okay. It'll do for now. This route is not really tight on bombs until Spirit Temple anyway, and then you could just get, there's easy bomb drops in Spirit Temple. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay. I'm probably not going to need the fairy, but it's whatever. I don't need the bottle for anything until Ganon's Castle. And there's like a pretty decent chance I die on Volvagia. Just like screw it up and... Are Link's gauntlets always blue like this? Or am I crazy? Are they not usually like this? Hey, when I get stuck in the back walk there and do a side hop instead of rolling out of it. Quick spinning does not feel good. Or even attempting the quick spin does not feel good on this stick. Oops, that's not the right button. The home button and the ZR button are very close to each other on the top of this controller. Oh, I thought one of the keys got away. I didn't count. It's okay, that's why we get the fairy. I mean, this is still fine. I'm more likely to just screw up the fight. I'm fine if I die here, because then I don't have to empty the bottle later. Though I wouldn't hate having a fairy in a bottle for Shadow, to be honest. Or for Spirit, even. I didn't see how much time was left. Oh, that's just enough. I mean, that was a fine fire medallion. take it, I guess. Are we like 10 minutes behind PB? Maybe like 7 minutes probably. I'm gonna try the side roll strat in SFM. I am 90% sure I'm going to fail it, but I'm still gonna try it. Because I can. Because I make my own rules. I only lost 6 seconds to PB there. Yeah, those are better Mido skip than my PB. Dang. Almost, actually. I'm surprised I even got the side roll, to be honest. Alright, Forest Temple time. Shouldn't be anything too crazy in here. Should be pretty normal. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm not too worried. Not do this based on sound cues, or I'll probably pull an extra time. Cool. Okay. Maybe quick spinning is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The no lag goes crazy there. Yes, that's basically what this is. Do not... Oh my god, I didn't know you could target that. Do not try this at home. I strongly recommend you do not attempt what you are seeing on the screen right now. It's not too bad, actually, on N64 controller. I was able to do the ESS turn for Mito Skip pretty well, and I did the ESS turn for the Goron Tunic Skip fine. But I mean, in Glitchless, I only have to do like, you know, 1 or 2. I never need to hold it. The audio delay is so bad though. It's like, you should have seen me try to. Oh, you should have seen me try to play Bolero. Oh my god, it was like, I was lost in the sauce for sure. And I keep screwing up angles because it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel ergonomic to hold the N64 controller perfectly straight, so I'm like holding it at an angle a lot of the time, and then I don't hold straight up or down, I hold like slightly right or left. Controller is just not ergonomic. No, this is a wireless Switch N64 controller. The input delay is actually not that bad. It's the audio delay that's killing me. Probably the biggest difficulty I'm having with this run is using a different controller than I'm used to. Combined with the fact that the audio is like half a second delayed on this version. Technically, there's no Switch 2 times yet, so any time I get would be the fastest. The fastest time on the Switch 1 was just over 4 hours, because obviously nobody wants to play on, like, there's no reason to speedrun this game on either Switch. So I'm just doing this all for the bit of saying that I have the fastest Switch 2 time for no good reason. And this is just a raw no reset. Like, I'm 7 minutes behind my PB right now. If I don't get sub 4, I'll probably, I don't know, do like one more later this week or something. I wanted to do this on Thursday, but I got called back into work right before I was about to start. Because I think it would have been funniest to just do it on the release date of the console, when everyone's like, oh, the brand new Mario Kart, oh, Wind Waker on GameCube Online. And I just come in like, oh, AMQ. But this is close enough. Yeah, and just to prove that we are on the Switch 2. This is what I see right now. Or maybe this is better. I wonder if I could use that to pause buffer. Probably not. I'm gonna try the one cycle. I just want to know why they, I mean, it's obviously not a priority for them to make sure that Ocarina of Time on the Switch has no audio delay. But like, and I get that they were more focused on making all the Switch 1 games that they could work. Like, did nobody like turn the game on for 2 seconds? Oh, come on. That's not the B button. Come on. Whatever. I pressed C left instead of B. I don't even know how that happened. I don't know, this controller's not meant to be used by human hands. I will maintain that. Actually saved 7 seconds on the bow split over PB, that's funny. If I save time on any other splits, I saved 2 seconds on Enter DC and 5 seconds on the Sapphire. I mean, this all isn't gonna matter because there's no split leaderboards for different consoles, so I can't even submit this as a... Because I already have a time on the leaderboard that's obviously going to be faster than this. It's just literally for the meme, I guess. I mean, I might not even sub 4 this, to be honest, at this rate. I've lost 11 minutes to Summa Best in 2 hours. I mean, I guess like 355 is feasible. This split is going to be really spooky, though. I hope I don't fail the gainer. I might do the slower backup strat, but we'll see how it goes. So if you fail the gainer, you have to... I mean, I could always... I guess technically, if I wanted to be safe, I could FW before and then save. I don't know. I'm gonna pause it. I'm just not really confident in the actual movement of it working out that well. But we'll see. I'll probably just save when I enter, and if I fail, I can just reset and the water will be back. I feel like that makes sense. I'll just save when I equip Iron Boots. That way I can just reset and the water will be back up at the top and I can just try again. Alright, can we do it first try? Easy. Yeah, the timing was a bit off there. But we got the trick, or well, I guess we didn't get the trick. We literally didn't, but I saved it quickly. I went over after work yesterday to get some clothes for a wedding. There's just like nothing around there anymore. Well, like the proper mall, like there's still the... Nah, I want the Kohl's, man. I ain't going to Men's Warehouse. Guy's not that good of a friend, you know? He's a colleague. It's so hard. It is actually so hard to play songs. I would be better off if I had no sound, I think. I can't do it. It's like impossible. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I moved a little. I should have just waited. There is a strat you can do to basically just send it up, or send the jump with like minimal setup. You basically just wing it. It's not that precise. I think the strat's buried in one of the glitchless channels, like the all the small things thread or something. Yeah, it saves probably like half a second at most to do the setup list strat. Or there's still like a setup kind of, it's just kind of more of like a wing it setup than a precise setup. Okay, we're probably gonna get caught by Gerudo guards, but that's okay. I've already accepted it. I've already come to peace with the fact that this is probably happening. Okay. We're just gonna have to mash and hope here, basically. Okay. I mean, that kind of implies that I ever do anything besides mash and pray there, but I extra had to mash and pray. I mean, this is like really close to actually being a good version of the game. Like the input delay, I'm playing on a wireless controller and it's not even that noticeable. It's like especially not noticeable compared to the original Switch version. The fastest version is IQ. But nobody wants to play on IQ. It's like a gentleman's agreement to not run on IQ. The text boxes are so much faster in IQ. Which is insane for this category because it's like so much text. But thankfully, yeah, like I said, there's basically a gentleman's agreement among the glitchless runners to not do it. There is an IQ time on the board. If we did separate leaderboards for different consoles like SM64 does, it'd be a different story, but since it's all one combined leaderboard. But yeah, this version is definitely faster than Wii VC. I say definitely. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming it is because there's like no lag. I don't know how. I didn't really like time a save warp or like a reset, but this version is as fast as you're willing to make it be. Because it's not. If the GameCube Switch controller, the wireless one, had a way to soft reset, or to, you know, soft reset the console or the ROM, it would probably be great. But I've heard that there's no way to do it. So you have to basically hard reset the app to save quit or save reset, which is just, you lose all the time save that this version gives you by having to do that. Because the N64 controller has this button. Apparently the GameCube controller does not, and you can't remap it. That's what I've heard from Discord. And I haven't gotten my GameCube controller in the mail yet. But you would just use some death warps to do this category, no save and quit. You'd kill yourself at the top of fire, for example. I think you would also death warp on Saria's, and then you just take the owl or try to skip it on the way out. And then what else is there? There's this one. This one's probably the weird one. Like, I assume you would... I mean, like, there's no good way to go get Prelude. Like, I don't know how you would do this. Maybe you would do Shadow first, actually. I don't know. You would finish Water, and then you just walk across Hyrule Field, get Prelude, and then go Child, get Dins, and do Shadow. I think. It would just be a lot slower. So you'd have to walk from Water Temple to Temple of Time without Epona. Or, I mean, is there a better time to do it? No, I don't think so. Because you'd have to go to Temple of Time. You have to do it after Forest, obviously. And after Forest, it's definitely... I mean, you could go from Forest to Temple of Time and then play Serenade, I guess. Dying can't be used for any purpose other than death warping. So you can't use a death to skip a cutscene, for example. But you can totally death warp, or you can kill yourself just to death warp. Was that actually a gold? That's funny. We did it. We made an accomplishment. 2 seconds? That can't be. I know at some point, not too long ago, people were labbing the idea of death warping after Saria and then doing some movement to skip the owl, and it apparently saves like 7 seconds over save warping after getting Saria's song. But I don't know that anybody's actually doing it. There's not a whole lot of people running this game or this category actively. At least that are streaming it. There are a handful of people, but not a ton. And nobody at world record level right now. And I think you would probably not care about doing that until you were like sub 340 level. I don't know if it's gonna hit. It's not gonna go far enough. Like, I don't think I'm gonna sub 340 anytime soon, if ever. I mean, I'd love to, but it's have a long way to go. My time's gonna get bopped soon by Vanilla because he has been crushing it. He's grinding like crazy, it seems. He posted a... He's like 20-ish seconds slower than my PB, and then he posted a Child Dungeons PB the other day, and I noticed his summon best was like 2 minutes faster than it was like 2 weeks ago. So he's schmoovin'. So I'm getting bopped soon. Where the heck are you throwing the boomerang? So I'll go down the 14th for sure, unless I rip out a run this week. But even that might not be enough. Like they're aiming for a 341. I'm still trying to get 342. Even though technically my PB is faster still. But it's not crazy to think that my next PB could be a 341. Like a high 341. I was kind of on pace for it in my actual PB before I lost that minute. I was like, I had an option, an opportunity. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do the falling spike, skip, and shadow yet, because I absolutely count my side hops based on the sound cue for that. I might just let it crush me and do the backup strat, but we'll see. Yeah, you're just too short. He can't hit you. I just realized that since I'm using a wireless controller, I can actually go to the bathroom during cutscenes. This is revolutionary, actually. I'll probably go to the bathroom during the Nocturne cutscene. I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm like halfway through my 1.5 liter bottle of water here. I mean, all I have to do is not lose 9 minutes to Summa Best in the next hour. And we get a sub 4. And then we can just never do this again. That should be basically free if I continue to use my thumbs to play the game. I could possibly start using my index finger only and maybe still do it, but we're not going to test that theory. All right. Only an hour to go. Alright, I might need to get this bomb drop. I don't remember how many bombs I have. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, the long shot's a really cool item. For movement. Yeah, especially with weird shots. Like, it opens up so much cool stuff. I will say, I really like doing equips on the C buttons. It feels really nice. I can't see shit. Like the little thing, you have like the plastic wand and you like clip it in the little hexagon thing and then rub it around the toilet. Hell yeah, that's what I use to clean my toilets too. The grossest thing is cleaning out drains. I cleaned out my bathroom sink drain the other day. Oh my god, it's ugh, so gross. So I have a bad habit of shaving over the sink. And then just washing it down. I noticed that the sink wasn't like draining quickly, so I cleaned it and it was freaking disgusting. I could have stopped her. I wasn't sure if Ice Girl had a shot saved up for me, so I didn't stop them. My bad. Alright, she owes me a shot now, so I gotta be careful if she stops. Alright, we get to go to the Shadow Temple. That is... I'm not looking forward to that, but we'll see how it goes. For some reason, I forgot there was a second phase of this boss that I had to do. So I was just absentmindedly mashing buttons. Alright, that was pretty okay. Pretty sure PB was a gold split, so... I mean, not that it matters at this point. If I could finish 10 minutes, like less than 10 minutes behind PB, I'd be cool with that. But there's a very real chance we just lose 2 minutes in the end game here. On top of PB losing a minute. I don't know. I've made mistakes, obviously. But nothing catastrophic, at least. I've just basically lost 10 seconds on every split. And then a couple of really bad splits. Force was obviously really bad. And the bomb split was really bad. Other than that, it's been fine. Like, acceptable. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh well. It don't matter. I don't really know directors by name, to be honest with you. Like you couldn't tell me. I couldn't tell you a David Lynch movie off the top of my head. Give me an example. I'm a weeb, not a normie. Oh, I've heard of Twin Peaks. I've not seen it though. Alright. I hope I get worst RNG here because I'd be really mad if I get like good RNG on the... Oops, I needed bomb choose. If I get good RNG on the meme run. My anime watching has gone down quite a bit too. I dropped a few shows. I usually watch seasonal anime instead of like clearing my backlog. Kind of like how I speedrun instead of clearing my backlog. I've been watching less and less though. I have a pretty large anime backlog, just like I have a pretty large video game backlog, but I just end up watching seasonal shows instead. I enjoy the slop. That's how I've gotten to the point where I've finished over 1,000 shows in my lifetime. Yep. Full series. We're just gonna gloss over what just happened, it's fine. I'm blaming the N64 controller on that one. I fell off this part. I hit the jump and then I fell off. In my defense, the notches are slightly different on this controller than on a GameCube controller. And I use a notched movement for that on GameCube controller. Okay. See if I can do this. See, that I knew that was going to happen. I did an extra side hop. Oh, it's okay. We just backed it up. I did an extra side hop because I can't use the... I use audio cues. Like, inherently, it's like a muscle memory. So, like, I'm timing my side hops based on the sound, and I'm... Basically, every time, I've done an extra side hop because of that. But that was a pretty good backup. Thankfully, I'm good at this game. I'm pretty sure that was a legit backup. I'd have to go back and check. Not that it really matters, because this isn't going on the leaderboard, but... Scarlet Violet on Switch 2 is super nice. I actually did some shiny hunting yesterday. It's, like, really nice. To be honest, I was thinking if that was the version of the game that was available from day one, that might be my favorite Pokemon game ever. It is literally a different game. What? I disagree with that one. I don't know why that blew up like that, but whatever. Alright, this room's probably gonna suck. I'm probably just gonna have to use Iron Boots. But we'll see. The audio delay is gonna fuck me here. Yep. I figured that was gonna happen. Come on. Oh, I'm at an angle. Thank you, N64 controller. I really appreciate that. Alright. Welcome to my Let's Play of Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I really enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, especially with the DLC. It's another example of, like, with modern games, if you just wait a few years to play a game, you're gonna get a way better version of it. Like, if you never played Scarlet and Violet, and you were to play it for the first time today with the DLC, it's like the best Pokemon game ever made. Like, but I have to play it day one, you know? It's Pokemon. I do still have the fairy in the bottle, so it's okay if I die. My backup fairy from Fire Temple. Yeah, honestly, there's not like a ton of reason I feel to get one unless you really, really like Mario Kart. Like, even waiting a month or two. Yeah, for when Donkey Kong comes out. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have Donkey Kong as a launch title, but I guess that makes sense because they knew Mario Kart would just sell consoles anyway. It's just weird to have it come out a month later. I guess it's more like a month and a half, but... Yeah, they know Mario Kart World is going to be the best-selling game on the console by far, so... They don't really need another game to release it with. And they made so many consoles that there's like no shortage anywhere, so they're... I heard reports that they've basically tripled the PS4 or PS5's day one. Like, they're like breaking every sales record for a console launch or something like that. They did like 3 million or something. Which doesn't surprise me because it's just everybody knows what it's going to be. There's really no surprises. And they correctly marketed it as a different console from the Switch, unlike what they did with the Wii and the Wii U. It was like not a bad, well, other than voiding, this wasn't a bad Shadow Medallion. I'm gonna lose 40 seconds because I voided, but everything else was fine. I just need to get the sub 4, and that's all. So that's the only thing we're here for. More specifically, I need to beat... What time do I need to beat? I need to beat a 4 hour and 53 second time. So I still have... I could probably play the rest of the game on Joy-Cons and still do it at this point. But I'm not going to do that. That would be funny, though. Maybe another run. I'll do Joy-Cons. I could still finish within 10 minutes of PB. That'd be pretty good. For a straight no reset on a brand new N64 controller that I've never played on before, with half a second of audio delay, I'll take it. I don't know if it's actually half a second, but it certainly feels like it. Yeah, the PS5 was hard limited by its stock, which the Switch doesn't seem to have a problem with. I felt like an idiot. I pre-ordered it mine because I was like stressed I wasn't going to get one, and then one of my friends didn't pre-order, just rolled up to a Best Buy for the midnight launch and got one. And then two of my other friends, like the next day, just walked into Best Buy and just bought one. Yeah, I remember the Switch 1 after launch. It was like really, really hard to find it. I remember because I got one from one of my friends. Have to like watch the stores like a hawk. It wasn't as bad as the Wii, but I got a picture from a friend the day of the launch of Best Buy having like just 20 sitting out, which is crazy to me given how bad hardware launches usually go. They just seem to never have enough stock. You know, I don't hate the N64 controller as much as I thought I would. I hate playing songs on it. It doesn't feel that bad, to be honest. I would never want to do a run with it again if I don't have to, but yeah, I owned an N64, but I didn't play much of this game on it. Almost all of my time playing this game has been with a GameCube controller, so this is still pretty jarring. But using a GameCube controller on the Switch is basically impossible. I have the adapter and it works, but it's a USB controller that you can't remap, and there's no button bound to target. So you just like, you can't target. And then the actual Switch GameCube controller that they just put out apparently has no button to open this menu so that you can soft reset. You have to hard reset by closing the app and reopening it, which is like ridiculous. And you can't rebind that either. You can't rebind that button. So it's literally play with the N64 controller or use Joy-Cons or the Pro controller, I guess. Or hard reset on like the 4 save and quits in this speedrun. And this is like a brand new Switch N64 controller, so the stick is still super stiff. It's just not a... It's getting a little better as I play with it more, but not been the best. I mean, honestly, this end game has... Or this late game's not been even that bad. Outside the Void and Shadow, like, I would have almost broken even with PB. And I broke even with PB on a few splits here. Probably get like a 355 if I had to guess. Not that I can put this on the leaderboard because there's no split leaderboards for different consoles, but it's all for the joke of saying I have the fastest, I have the Switch 2 world record. Also the only finished Switch 2 run that anybody will have posted. I don't know if it was worth it to spend 4 hours of my life on this bit, but we did it, so... Well, I guess I could have a really bad... A really, really bad trials and lose 7 minutes and not sub 4, but I'd probably have to start actually playing with Joy-Cons for that to happen. I'll get like 5 pogs when I post this in the PB channel and the OT Discord, and that'll be worth it. And then someone will be like, well, it's not a real PB. They'd be right, but... Yeah, fuck the haters. Let's see him beat my Switch 2 speedrun time. All, checks notes, 6 people who submitted a Switch speedrun of this category could come back and try to take it. And I mean, one of these is like literally someone's casual playthrough. It's 12 hours, 40 minutes. I wonder if they even watch that run to verify it, or if they just straight verify that. I blame the controller for that one. It's the only way I can cope with my mistakes. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to equip bottle over hookshot there. Goodbye, fairy. It lasted all this way from Fire Temple. Never came in handy. Only lost me time. First-person aiming is pretty sensitive. Alright, time for the hardest gauntlet that this run's got for me. See if we can do it. First try. Any fire trial's not hard. I just like to do fast strats that are hard. I don't know if I should do them, but I'm still going to. We might lose a minute on fire trial, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'm addicted to going fast. I hate opening this chest with the hover boots on. Okay, that was fun. I bet light trial is going to be a disaster, actually, now that I think about it. Brace for impact over these next couple of trials. It's going to be rough, I think. But I am going to do the gainers, so you can't stop me. Nobody can stop me, not even myself. That's not good. Okay, this like completely screws up the cycle. I don't think I've ever missed that rupee like that before. Surely that's the controller's fault, not mine. Surely. Alright, well that was better than fire trial on my PB. I didn't void. Exactly. Those are words to live by. If I can find a way to justify it not being my fault, I'll feel so much better about myself. And everybody knows that's what matters the most, is how you feel about yourself. Alright. This trial is probably going to be rough, but we'll try our best. I miss playing Final Fantasy XIV with my friends. It was a fun game. It's been a long time, though. Nah, we never did any of the super hard content. We, like, played through the whole game together. And then everybody stopped playing. And then Shadowbringers came out, and I was the only one who beat it among my friend group. And I had one friend who came in, did the entire game alone, but no one else wanted to catch up, so... I finished Endwalker, but I never finished Dawn Trail. Oh, nice angle. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, Dawn Trail was not really sucking me in. I started skipping a lot of the cutscenes. I made it, like, maybe halfway through the base patch. I'll probably go back to it at some point, just because I like playing the game, but... I'll probably wait till they announce the next expansion. I don't know if all the are all the patch quests out for Dawn Trail? I would assume not. But I was on Cactar, I believe. If I remember correctly. I wanted to server move to play with a different friend from work, but they only let I couldn't. It was on a different. I think it was on a different data center, or whatever, and they don't let you world transfer those unless it's like during maintenance or something. So I never did it. Or like world statuses don't change unless they're doing maintenance. So if it's congested and you can't go, then you just can't go until they do maintenance. And unfortunately, their system for cross-world basically anything kind of sucks. Besides just like straight up forming a party, but... Alright, that was an acceptable trials. About as bad as PB was. A little bit worse. Ganondorf is going to be really tough. Because I can't use audio to help at all. I'm just going to have to use the visual. It'll probably be a 2-cycle, but we'll see. Collapse will be very fast. Oh, I didn't split. Power crouch tab is in fact a glitch, but it's not banned. You can't get me. Oops. Give me your hearts, please. I think technically Iron Boots swimming is a glitch too. Because it abuses like states in an unintended way, but it's also allowed. I guess that's the beauty of democracy. It doesn't have to be so strict if the majority agree that we shouldn't be so strict about it. Even if the people who... I know that people who are like really focused on it being based on like the essential dictionary definition of what a glitch is or not are not happy about it, but it's not like there's many active runners in this category anyway. I feel like everybody who plays this category still is pretty chill. At least everybody I see play it. Pretty chill. I wish more people streamed this category. A lot of the active runners always stream like too late and I can't watch. I will often go to the OOT category and try to find, like a speedrunner to watch, but it's just always people playing rando. It's like the whole category is just infested with rando players. Like a disease. I'm allowed to say that because I was once a rando player. I was part of the problem. Yeah, Leo Monkey streaming at 5 a.m. Danny streaming once every 2 months. I'm surprised I got that. That was entirely... I don't use visual cues for that usually, I use audio. Smoggy's been doing glitchless hundo, which is pretty interesting to watch. It looks kind of miserable to play, but I've never tried it, so I can't really talk. I just can't imagine doing a 5+ hour speed. It's like 5.5 hours or something. I feel like this is bad enough. Yeah, glitchless any percent is a really interesting... Like, I would love a 2-hour category, but I don't know. Seam walk without ISG, the shadow jump, or the spirit hover jump, like... I don't know. That's what I like about this category is the barrier to entry is very low to run this category. You could basically have opposable thumbs and complete a speedrun of this category without too many problems. Because there's basically nothing you have to do that's hard outside of like normal gameplay. Like you could just do easier things. Like you could buy the Gorn Tunic. You could buy the Highland Shield early. This is so smooth compared to Wii. Like I might have to... I'm gonna have to delete... If I gold this split, I can't keep it. Twitch Turbo is a life hack. It's like not actually worth the money in the long run, but damn is it worth the money. The value you get is definitely not proportional to the cost, but it is definitely something I will keep forever. Same with YouTube Premium. I will be part of the problem of supporting these practices. I didn't get the kiss. I'm resetting. Let's try again. We'll start from the beginning. Should I give it the run back? Do one more run? No. I definitely should not do that, actually. Start grinding for the sub 350. The real gamer move would be to actually get a real PB on this version. But that's not going to happen. Why did I record this, by the way? I don't know. I don't think I'm actually gonna upload this as a video. I guess I could. I gotta make it like a clickbait title. I got the world record. How I got a Zelda world record. Oops. I have to do a fake pop-off for oh my god! I got the your world record, man! Holy crap! I can't believe it, guys. I finally did it. The Switch 2 world record. What a run! Yeah, I can start crying, throwing up. Oh, yeah. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? This was... It was 4 hours I could have spent doing something else. Well, I don't think we're gonna beat that, because I don't think I'm gonna try again. But, I don't know, maybe I'll be tempted at some point later this week to do it one more time. That was a fine run. I mean, my... What position would it actually be on the leaderboard? At 354? 13? I mean, that's still 37th place, man. That's top 40. I could do worse than that. I mean, if I had just reset once... Yeah, if you filter by console, then this is a world record. This is first place, baby. I wish there was a separate leaderboard just so I could get a screenshot of me with the gold gauntlet symbol next to the name. But like crop out the time. But oh well, we did it for the memes. That was I mean that was still fun. Like I had a good time. I like playing this game. I don't know that I would want to do it again with how bad. If they ever patch the audio delay, I'd do it again. I might do it again anyway, who knows?